In the era of AI,
The glow of your phone illuminates your face in the darkness. It's 2 a.m., but you're still scrolling. One more video, one more post, one more algorithmic recommendation perfectly calibrated to keep you engaged. You don't realize it, but invisible hands are guiding your journey through the digital landscape. Artificial intelligences that know you better than you know yourself. Welcome to my channel. Today, we look at how incorporating AI into social media by big tech could be disastrous in the long run. Social media platforms have become the modern town square, the digital arena where ideas clash and cultures merge. But beneath the surface of casual scrolling and cat videos lies an infrastructure increasingly dominated by artificial intelligence. These systems aren't just passive observers, they're active architects of our online experience. The recommendation algorithms that determine what content reaches your eyes operate with a singular purpose: maximization of engagement. They don't distinguish between truth and falsehood, between constructive discourse and toxic polarization. They only see patterns, correlations between what keeps you watching, clicking, and sharing. The algorithm is giving people what they want, platform executives insist. But is it? Or is it giving people what keeps them docile and engaged, trapped in ideological bubbles where their existing beliefs are reinforced rather than challenged? Consider how these systems operate. They analyze your behavior, every pause on a video, every extra second spent reading a post, and feed you more of what triggers those responses. The AI doesn't understand the content. It only understands your reaction to it, and what triggers human reaction most reliably. Content that provokes strong emotional responses: outrage, fear, indignation. The result is a slow but inexorable drift toward extremes. The moderate center disappears as users are guided toward the edges of political and social discourse. Communities that once interacted now exist in parallel realities, each with their own facts, narratives, and truths, all curated by systems optimized not for social cohesion but for profit. In this new landscape, truth becomes malleable. AI-generated content, which is getting increasingly indistinguishable from human-created material, floods platforms. Deep fakes, synthetic voices, and manufactured imagery create a crisis of authenticity. Who spoke those words? Did that event actually happen? The traditional anchors of consensus reality begin to dissolve, not to mention all the disgusting things people have created with it. More troubling still is the asymmetry of power. The average user has no insight into how these systems operate. The algorithms remain black boxes, their decision-making processes obscured behind corporate secrecy and technical complexity. We cannot question what we cannot see. Perhaps most alarming is how these AI systems exploit human psychology. They learn which content triggers dopamine release, which notification timing maximizes return visits, which emotional buttons to push to keep you scrolling just a little longer. Every button you press on your phone and computer is studied extensively. The platforms become increasingly personalized, not to serve your best interests, but to serve the platform's interests through you. Your feed becomes a mirror designed not to reflect who you are, but to reflect the version of you most susceptible to manipulation. The integration of AI into social media isn't inherently evil. These technologies could, theoretically, be designed to promote healthy discourse, to challenge users with diverse perspectives, to prioritize factual information over emotional triggers. They could be transparent, allowing users to understand why certain content appears in their feed and giving them meaningful control over those parameters. But this would require a fundamental rethinking of the business models that drive these platforms. It would require regulatory frameworks that mandate transparency and user agency. Most importantly, it would require us, the users, to demand better. As we stand at this crossroads, we must ask ourselves, are we creating technology that serves humanity's highest aspirations, or are we creating increasingly sophisticated traps for our own attention? The answer will shape not just our digital spaces, but the very fabric of our shared reality. The integration of AI into social media companies represents one of the most significant technological shifts of our time. While offering remarkable capabilities and conveniences, it also introduces serious concerns about privacy, manipulation, economic disruption, and the concentration of power. As this technology continues to evolve, thoughtful oversight, corporate responsibility, and informed public engagement will be essential to ensuring that AI serves humanity's best interests, rather than undermining them. The phone still glows in the darkness. It's now 3 a.m. Just one more scroll.